Welcome, everyone. Kelly and I hope that you enjoy the next 30 minutes that we're going to be here with you. And this is brought on every Sunday from 4 to 4:30, and we hope that something that we sing or say will be a blessing to you. What are we going to start off with today, Kelly?
Well, first of all, for you that just tuned in, I'm Kelly Ratcliff, and this is my lovely wife, Ruth.
I think they know
We're
that.
the singing directors. Well, it might be somebody new, so, I'm hoping we've got a whole new audience. And this program, we're proud that our sponsor is Wright Funeral Service and Crematory of Martinsville, and also Fairhaven Memorial Park of Martinsville. We just appreciate both of them being a sponsor of the program, and we do hope you enjoy. And I tell you what, there's a song, a friend of ours from out of West Virginia, Conrad Cook. He's already gone on to be with the Lord, but Conrad Cook wrote this song here, and we enjoy doing it. He wrote the first two verses, and I tagged the third one on. And but I like it. It says, I lay the old cross down. Well, it may be in the morning, I'll be going home. I'll take my flight to glory, and I'll join around the throne. Redeemed of all the ages, in the heaven will resound. And praise Christ for Calvary when I lay the old cross down. Yes, I'll lay the old cross down over on the golden shore, and I'll sing up there where time will be no more. Oh, yes, I'll praise His name, for through Him I was found. And when my feet touch Zion, gonna lay the old cross down. I tell you, down here in Martinsville and around, this is bluegrass country. We love it. He walked the way before me that leads to glory land. Sometime my feet get weary upon life's sinking sand. But when my journey's ended and I hear the trumpet sound, I'll leave this whole world shouting and lay the old cross down. Now when I get to heaven and I see my Savior's face, I'll praise His name forever, for it's by His saving grace. It's through the cross of Calvary salvation can be found. All our burdens will be lifted, and we'll lay the old cross down. Oh, yes, I'll lay the old cross down over on the golden shore. I'll sing up there where time will be no more. Oh, yes, I'll praise His name, for through Him I was found. And when my feet touch Zion, gonna lay the old cross down. And when my feet touch Zion, gonna lay the old cross down. I'll lay the old cross down. This next song we're going to do for Miss Hazel Mill and also for Bill and Ginger. And we hope you enjoy that. Our good old buddy Donald used to sing this with us all the time. Well, I would take nothing for my journey now. Gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts and tries to turn me around. Well, friends, He offered everything that's got a name. All the wealth I want and the worldly fame. If I could, still I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Well, I started out driving for the Lord many years ago. I've had a lot of heartaches, had a lot of grief and woe. Well, when I stumble, that's when I tumble down. And then they said I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. No, friends, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Gotta make it to heaven somehow. Though the devil tempts and tries to turn me around. Although He offers everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want and the worldly fame. If I could, still I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Oh, there's nothing in the world could ever take the place of God's love. All the silver and gold couldn't buy His love from above. When my soul needs a healing, that's when I'm feeling His power. And then I said I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Oh no, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Gonna make it to heaven somehow, though the devil tries to turn me around. Oh yes, he offered everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want and worldly fame. If I could, still I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Oh no, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Gonna make it to heaven, although the devil tries to turn me around. Oh no, he offered everything that's got a name, all the wealth I want and worldly fame. If I could, still I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. If I could, still I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Oh, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. Donald, we love you, miss you, buddy. And I hope you're doing good. Please keep Donald in your prayers. And, talking about Bill and Ginger, I want to show Ginger something, see if she remembers it. Ginger, do you remember making this for me? And I tell you, this is my, let me get it in the right frame. And down a little bit, there we go. All these little babies. Ginger Emerson, she made this for me and for about a year ago. And about 3 years ago, and we put this on our coach, and it traveled with us, and I still got it. I love it, Ginger, and thank you so much for making that for me. Many of you all know we've got babies, and usually Princess and them, Sissy, they're up here, but they're not. Go ahead.
I gave them some little bones to keep them occupied. We record our television program we've got a studio in our home upstairs, and we actually moved it. We had it in one location where we did our recording, our CDs and our recording, and then we do it on television. But we made a separate room to do our TV program in. So in process of moving, knobs get turned and things like that. So y'all bear with us. We're in the process of getting everything worked out, but we just appreciate you so much for tuning in. There's a song that Bill Payton and the Southern Statesmen, I had the privilege of going with them some and doing some tenor, a little bit of tenor with them, but they were very good friends of ours. Bill's gone on to be with the Lord, and we loved Bill and their group. Now you hear some clicking, you'll see Sissy. She's coming up. She wants her mama to play with her. But anyway, there's a song that they used to do a lot, and we liked it. And it just says, "Land of the Living." One of these days, friends, we're going to go to that land. It's a place of dazzling beauty human eyes have never seen, with gates of pearl and streets paved with gold. It's a place of milk and honey. Oh, it's more than just a dream. It's a land of life beyond the crystal sea. It's a land of life where living is forever, where the sting of death shall name no victory, where we're nothing more than just a passing shadow, until we reach the land of living beyond the crystal sea. The sun is just a legend in this paradise of dreams, for the Lamb will be
the only light we'll need. Those soothing walls of jasper, built by God's own hands, it's a land of life beyond the crystal sea. It's a land of life where living is forever, where the sting of death will claim no victory. Oh, where we're nothing more than just a passing shadow, till we reach the land of living beyond the crystal sea. Until we reach the land of living beyond the crystal sea. Oh, I tell you, it's going to be a beautiful place. Ruth, if you would, want to get you to do your song.
Been in a lot of places, I've seen a lot of faces. There've been times when I felt so all alone. In those lonely hours, yes, those precious lonely hours, Jesus let me know that I'm His own. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. I thank God for those mountains. I thank Him for the valleys. Yes, I thank Him for all the storms He brought me through. If I never had a problem, I wouldn't know that He could solve them. I'd never know what faith in God could do. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. I've learned to depend upon His word.
Beautiful job. Let's see. Let's try to. I know we've done it on some of the other programs, but I just thought I was just thinking about your mom. Thought we would do this. I have a good shepherd. He watches over me. In daylight and darkness, He's close by to see. All dangers are taken from the path that I trod. I love my shepherd. My shepherd is God. God. Oh, in grief He's my comfort, in trouble my stay, in darkness my light, for He shows me the way. He holds to my hand if in pitfalls I trod. I love my shepherd is God. There's many a sheep that stray from the fold in search of diamonds, of silver and gold. Oh, may they return to the arms of His King. He is their shepherd, and they are His sheep. Oh, in grief He's my comfort, in trouble my stay, oh, in darkness my light, for He shows me the way. He holds to my hand if in pitfalls I love my shepherd is God. Yes, I love my shepherd is God. Well, something always gets Ruth tickled. And so, and I won't ask what it is. No. Okay, I won't ask what it is. But want to take just a moment and mention to you, I encourage you, if you've not been to Right Funeral Service and the crematory there in Martinsville, right on Greensboro Road, I encourage you to do when we're taking care of your loved one. All of your needs can be taken care of there at Right Funeral Service. We have one of the top pre-need specialists and caregivers, Tony and Ruth. They do a wonderful job taking care of our pre-needs. And I encourage you to come by and talk to them, because Ruth, one thing about doing pre-need, you're in the control seat.
Yes, you make the decisions that you want made. We write your wishes down, and we'll get as detailed as you want. I know with my mom and dad, before my dad got really bad into Alzheimer's, my mother said, bring our files home and let's finalize everything, which they had already paid and picked out, but they just finalized a few more things like the music. So when my dad died, we knew what music he wanted. And me and my sister, we would have chosen some of the wrong songs if he hadn't have told us exactly what he wanted, so that when he did die, all we had to do was set the service day and time, and we could be here, because we had a lot of people showed up at our house.
That's right. And
we were able to be here with our friends and our family and to start walking that grief path, because everything else was done. We weren't having to make decisions. And I can say from experience, you cannot go wrong pre-planning. And the more details you get, the easier it's going to make it on your family. You just can't imagine it. I wished everyone could be a fly on the wall and be in there when a family comes in with their loved one has made pre-arrangements, and also see the other side of the coin when a family comes in and nothing's been made and they're having to second guess. It's a big difference, and that's something that I want you all to consider. And also think about this. The death certificates have a lot of information on them, and that's a legal document. And if you do nothing but come in and give us the information that we're going to need for that death certificate to take that off your loved one, it's that is a big help right there. That's the first step. And then if you want to go ahead and pick out how you want things carried out, that's the second step. And then if you want to pre-fund, or we can just keep it in the file until it's needed. You have options. You have many options with this, and I can't encourage you enough to come in or go to the funeral home of your choice where you feel comfortable and sit down with the director and start getting this information down.
That's right. And the wonderful thing about it is you're in control of the spending. Said it many times. When you think of pre-need, you think of Ruth Ratcliff because she's been the advocate of pre-need. Friends, we care. We don't want you on the worst day of your life to have to sit across from a funeral director and have to make all these decisions. And you know, we are governed at Right Funeral Services. We don't push anything on families.
Don't believe in that.
You know, the wonderful thing about it is they don't have to at Right Funeral Services. They don't have stockholders that they have to answer to. They don't have it. You know, everything's paid for there. You know, it amazes me when Tony was opening the funeral home up, there was those that laughed and said it'll never do anything. When God's hand's in something, it's going to work. He said, I'll take the foolish things to confound the wise. My thoughts is above your thoughts. Not only has he been successful, he is Martinsville, Right Funeral Services, Martinsville and Henry County's leading funeral home right now. And it's by the grace of God. That's what it is. It's by the grace of God and they're honest people. And God acknowledges that. Not only the funeral home successful, but Fairhaven Memorial Park that's just opened up. Katie has working herself to the bone. People coming buying up property there. You can stand at, we're going to do our best to get the cameras out and get a picture of it sometime. Ben telling you we're going to do it. But you can stand there at the park, look back, see Pilot Mountain, Rocky Knob, Hanging Rock from there at the cemetery. And Katie is doing a wonderful job. They're not only about cemetery property, but she can take care of all your monument needs. Monuments and markers. Everything. Right Funeral Service can take care of everything for you through the cemetery and the funeral home.
And let me say this about Katie. She is so creative. Whatever you want on that monument, she can do it.
That's right.
And don't be afraid. Just take it in there and say, Katie, this is what I want. She'll get it done. She is wonderful.
Katie's like me towards the funerals. I like to think out of the box. Now, I'm old school. I've been in this over 30-some years now, and but I like to think out of the box. And that's the unique thing about their Right Funeral Services. Ruth, we can take care of whatever the family needs.
All right. Real quick before our time runs out, we want to say thank you to Hazel Mills, the Wolf Boys, Peggy Craig, Mrs. Hall, Blue Ridge Manor, Blue Ridge Rehab Center, Martinsville Health and Rehab. I'm still working on getting that one down. Stanleytown Health Care Center, Harmony Hall, the Adult Daycare, and Tender Years. Thank you all for watching us and everybody else that watches us. We appreciate it, and spread the word. Every Sunday, 4 to 4:30, we're here with you.
We've been talking about pre-needs and all of that right there, so I think this song will be appropriate to kindly do. It says, I won't have to worry anymore. We love you. Hope you've enjoyed the program. Down here, my steps grow weary, and the road is rough and long. Sometimes my feet get weary and so sore. But a brighter day is coming. Soon I'll step on heaven's shore, and I won't have to worry anymore. No, I won't have to worry when I reach the other shore. All my troubles will be over, and I'll rest forevermore. My eyes will be on Jesus, and my heart will be aglow, and I won't have to worry anymore. Now, if you want to take and get requests in, be sure to call that number there. We appreciate you so much for tuning in. God bless you, and we'll see you next Sunday.